The Porch, Part 2. So last time we done so well. We cut all our new tiles, which is a shame, really didn't want to do that. We removed the battens and the waterproofing, breathable membrane, and we managed to get our main fixings on the wall. So great start. Okay, so this week, what's our plan? Bit of timber from there onto here. I'll show you what I mean. This bit is going on there like that. Now, that end wants to be held with what they call a hanger, not a clothes hanger. This. It's going to go on here. These bits get cut off and that sits in it and we screw it on. Right, who's man of the match? Okay, tool of the job. Well, it's got to be the chop saw. But if you're going to do anything like this, reciprocation saw, absolutely brilliant. Wood bits, metal bits, perfect. Saves a lot of hard work. And of course, you've got your impact driver. Nothing can be done without that. And a decent drill. Now, all my stuff is DeWalt, not sponsored, livid. And of course, the chop saw. What a beast. I mean, saves you so much time and trouble. If you're going to get one, you're going to use one, obviously consider the space it's going to take up, but it wants to go on a stand here. It just makes it so much easier. But yeah, fantastic. Keep them fingers out of the way. Right, we've got a porch to build. And what do? We give it a go. So we fixed this piece of timber exactly the same way as we did in part 1. So, holes in our timber, we use metal studs, they go in the wall and they're held in with resin. So, we have a couple of holes in these. Just going to put a hanger in place, just with a couple of temporary screws, just to keep it there, to hold one end. The way I tend to do these is I put the studs in the wood, I hold the wood up in place, exactly, I've already marked the wall so I know where it's got to go. I give them a little knock with a hammer just to mark the wall so I can see where to drill. Drill it like I've done there and then just knock them in a dry hole just to double check that they are actually going to fit, because once that resin goes in, that's it. You've got literally a couple of minutes to get it right. Otherwise, if it goes hard, you're giving yourself a bit of a headache. So what we're doing here is just knocking them in, making sure they're going to fit. Then the next thing is to pull it off and then vacuum out any dust at all in them holes, because you want the best adhesion you can have possible with this resin. Yeah, what time is it? It's coffee time. What other time is it? Subscribe time. So there it goes. It goes in. You just take your time a little bit because you want to make sure that the hole is completely filled on both of them. And then once you're happy, then you want to get these studs in that hole as quick as you can. And that's the whole point in that bit of prep just beforehand. I'm just leveling it up there. Now I'm tightening them up nice and tight. This was about 10 or 15 minutes later. Just give that resin a little bit of time to go off. But that's rock solid. Our next bit of timber wants to be 1,240 long. So let's get cutting this. Okay, our next bit of timber is going on here like this. I've got a timber lock them together. Using these, our timber locks. I'm going to put a couple of fixings in here. Get it started. Well, getting the roof to meet the porch has been a mission. I knew it would be, but it was all worth it in the end. We've got to the front. Now, this is where we're going to see some big differences. As soon as I've built this main structure here, we're going to get onto the footings. Once them footings are done, everything's going to change real quick. So, till next time, see you then. Who can do anything they put their mind to? You can.